She is a beaut. Alright, in this video we're going to turn that crusty, rusty welder into this. Alright, we got this Lincoln AC 180S that one of my neighbors drug over. So we're going to give this a quick little restoration, take a break from the board track racer just for a minute. So I'm going to get all these old rotten cables ripped off of here and see what we're working with. Figured I'd give a better look before it's destroyed. It's pretty crusty. I don't think I'm going to restore the cart. I might. But yeah. She is a beaut. Gonna go ahead and get all these cables taken off of here. A mower deck. I think we got a mower deck. What do you think that is? Kind of concerned about getting this knob off. I don't know if it's just pressed on, plug welded on, rusted on. I don't know if it unbolts from the backside, but we're gonna figure it out, I guess. Alright, we're going to open up the back, try to see what's going on with the switch. Got a nice dirt dauber nest here. So it looks like when I was moving it, it was doing a bunch of flopping around, but it's because it was missing the two screws right here. Another dauber nest. I don't know if we can get it off without ruining the wire. Hopefully. There we go. Beautiful. Oh boy. That's a knob so hard to turn. Got a big old dauber nest right there. I don't know if you can see anything, but try to bust up this nest without ruining anything. Worried about cable ends, but it looks like you can just put a piece of wire in there and screw it down, so that's pretty good. So this clip, spring, plastic bushing, that's it. Appears both the plastic bushings are the same. So, still need to get the knob off. I think it's the tiniest, rustiest flathead, or what? I can't tell. I think it's a Allen head. Throw on a breaker bar and try not to snap it right off. Wow. How nice is that? All the way out. We're gonna go ahead and order a new faceplate here. Yeah, I saw one earlier, and it was a black one, faceplate. But this one was definitely the old green color. I guess that's the best idea we have of the original red here. I almost forgot to unscrew the switch. I don't know if you can see it, but this corner is tweaked down. It's supposed to be flush. Put this up under here. can dolly that out. And just dipped in a little. Got some full strength purple power and soapy water maybe. Got some 100 grit sandpaper, DeWalt orbital. Got an adapter for the dust port to hook the vacuum cleaner up to it. Alright, we got most of the rust knocked off, dents beat out of it. I don't feel like sanding these louvers, so I'm going to see what I can fit in the sandblaster. So we couldn't fit this in the sandblaster. Got the louvers sandblasted. This little corner there. Still have to sand on it some more, but I'm waiting on some rust reformer just to get in all the nooks and crannies. Make sure none of this comes back through the paint later on. Alright, next we're going to clean up this transformer. The switch it's not clicking, so we need to spray some kind of stuff in there. See if we can get it back operable. I'm gonna have to clean the contacts on the back side of this, polish them up. So we're gonna get the dirt off of this. We got most of the rust and chipping paint off. Sprayed some PB Blaster on the switch. It was kind of sticky and I'm gonna have to get the screws out of it anyways. Got some Coro Seal. Should convert the rust. So we're gonna get this on here and go from there. I'm going to go ahead and put some feet on it that I got on Amazon and tape those off so I can paint the bottom and flip it over and then paint the top. Go ahead and put some of the rust converter on the inside of the cabinet here. So I didn't really plan on doing the outside of this thing, but I'd like to get any rust that could be up in here. So we'll see how that goes. And there's a lot of pitting on this, so whatever. It'll be fine. Alright, we got the inside everything. We got all the seams, which is all I was really worried about on the outside, and the deep pitting down here. So we're gonna knock it back down with some 100 grit and get the Bondo out and take care of the couple little dents and get it in high build primer. Alright, we got our Bondo. It's a Evercoat lightweight filler. Great. Yeah, this whole top is pretty bashed in, so it's gonna need some filler. Not just bashed in, but it's just pitted really bad. It had one big dent in it. I knocked it out most of the way, but there's still a lot of pitting. Okay, we got one little bump here. If we have too much, that's just fine. Better than putting this on a second or third time. I'd rather have way too much and sand it off. I got this whole lip here is just pits. Just deep rust pits. It's not going to be fun to sand, but got to do something about it. All right, we got our 30. We got our 60 grit. We're going to knock this Bondo down. Get the vacuum hooked up to the sander. Alright, we got our pieces primed here. Misted some black lacquer on for a guide coat. And we're gonna sand it down, find all the imperfections we missed. I did see a couple dings that I missed for sure. So you can see, this is a ding right here. This is a ding here. This might sand out. I have a couple little pits. I think I put the primer on pretty thick, so we can probably sand out everything but this one. That's pretty deep. Maybe not that one. Alright, we got it blocked down. There's some little dings and dents we have to fill in there. Anywhere that's bare metal, we're going to hit with just rattle can gray primer. So I'm going to mix up some glazing putty and hit these little spots. There we go. Alright, we got the inside painted red. We got our primer. We let our primer bake out in the sun. And I've scuffed it down with 1500, not actually sanded it, just knocked some of the dusty texture off. And we're going to do the same to the back cover. Over here, I'm just going to spray some water on it. And we have some 1500. It's not wet dry, it should be, but I'm not actually trying to get any type of finish. I'm just knocking off any dusty stuff, just to try to help with the texture of the finished product. It's mainly up in this this corner that's kind of rough. You can hear it. Alright, we got a tack rag here. Just gonna wipe it down. Should pick up all the dust. Hopefully that won't end up in the paint. Hopefully. Some of this on. It's a satin apple red. Alright, we got one coat. Don't have full coverage. I'm gonna let it tack up for a few minutes and spray a second coat. Then we'll hit it with clear. Alright, we goofed. We got a nice big run down the side. I slopped around in it and tried to fix it. It's not happening. So we kicked on the Fire Starter 7000 here, homemade infrared paint curing lamp. So hopefully that'll speed up the drying process here enough so we can wet sand it without waiting 48 hours. and get that run knocked out of it and clear it. I think we got all the blotchiness out of it. It's hard to tell because I've been playing in the shadows. It's really hard to tell. And that's how I got to run, is trying to spray paint a shadow until I had full coverage on it. So, yeah, we'll see. Alrighty, we're going to let this bake and hope nothing catches on fire. Alright, it's the next day. We blocked out our run with some 400 grit and a block. Wet. See, there's a dark spot now. No biggie. We'll let this dry for another day and then respray this side. But it's nice and smooth. Respray the side and then try to clear it within an hour of spraying it. I'll probably scuff the rest of it down with the Scotch-Brite. You know, this was supposed to be satin, and that does not look satin to me. But it'll be fine, and we'll clear it, and hopefully we don't have to cut and buff. Alright, while we're waiting for the paint to cure up out in the sun, I'm going to go ahead and clean this card up a little bit. They had this laid on top of the welder with the cord wrapped around it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this up and weld a chunk of it on the back of this handle, so the cables can be wrapped on the back side and not hanging all over the machine. Firestone. Alright, it's the next day. We got the rust converter cured up. It's supposed to wait 24 hours. It's been 20 something hours. So we're gonna spray some rust preventative enamel. Alright, we got the cart almost done. Doesn't look too bad. Didn't spend too much energy on it. Since I put feet on the transformer, the base of the whole welder, I'm gonna put some grip tape on here so it doesn't move around too easy. Got a grip tape on there. We're going to try to polish up these contacts. We have these really mild abrasive bits here. They're almost like a plastic with some kind of sandpaper, some kind of sand in it. There's a bunch of different sizes, so I think I'm gonna dump it out. Try to figure out which one to use. Yeah, I think this one will do. We got that, and now here's the piece that actually makes contact. Okay. So, no idea how this went. I know it's on video. Why does that just not seem right? Alright, we figured it out. This goes on here, then this bar goes here, and it'll be, there's a screw that holds it to this plate. And then this goes here. Yeah. That goes there. Spring. And then a clip. Alright, we're back. We let this bake in the sun for a couple days. See the dark spot where I wet sanded. We got to hit this with some more red, but it's supposed to be satin. It looks more like gloss to me, so I assume with it dried, the clear is not going to stick to it very well. So we are going to scuff it down. So we're going to scuff it down with the Scotch-Brite. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hang this up, and we'll be back. Alright, false alarm. We were going to hang it up, but I got my replacement plate in the mail here. Here's the old one. See, it was blue. I don't know if this is the right color blue or not. It definitely doesn't match what they had on their website. Honestly, I'm really not happy with the quality of this. You can see the border. There's a couple things going on. You see the border is way too high here, and then there's no border at the bottom. Right, and then you got a little border here. You got the line where they're supposed to cut it. I don't know. And then I'm not too mad about this, but the holes aren't in the same place, which whatever. It says it's laser cut, but you got this burr on the backside. And the whole reason I paid almost $70 for this is because I did not want to hassle with this and come out with a subpar product, right? If I wanted this, I would have done it myself. So I sent them an email. They haven't got back to me. So we're gonna fit it up anyways. It looks better than this, that's for sure, but whatever. So we're gonna try to get this fitted up, drill the holes before we clear coat. So if we scratch it, we don't cry. I'm gonna deburr the thing because I don't want to scratch up the paint. Alright, we're back again. When I tighten these screws down, the lamination on this twisted, it had like a matte, sticky lamination, and I twisted it up, so I had to peel it off, and I relaminated it with gloss. Now we're going to, I got the drill bit, same size as this, and we got a center punch here, and we are going to punch these other holes. Now, is the drill gonna drop and hit the paint? Okay. It's nerve-wracking. Okay. Not too bad. Not too good, not too bad. Pretty good. Alright, we got the parts hung up. Gonna blow them off with the air hose and tack rag them down. And then we're gonna spray some more red on this side. So I had to wet sand out the run. And then we're gonna mix up some of this clear. I'm going to try not to worry about this texture. I think I can bury it in the clear. But I don't want to just lay it on thick and yeah, I don't want to do that, because then it'll probably wrinkle up the paint under it, and then when I put the clear on, it's going to be super soft underneath it, and I just don't. I'd rather wet sand this side when it's cleared than create a problem right now. Alright, we got our clear, we got our hardener. It's 2-to-1 ratio. I'm not going to thin it. Got our gun with the 1.4 tip. Got it set wide open. Wide open. And we got the fan a little bit from all the way open. So there it is. You see the run? Right there. Right there. Yeah, I really should have turned the gun down. The fan, I should have made it just a circle and turn the fluid way down to spray up in this corner, because it's less than a 90-degree angle, and yeah, it's hard to do that with a big fan on your gun. So what we got is some 1000 grit, close. You can see where the runs were. There's still a little left, but we're going to remove more material with the next two steps. Do this with a run, or if it's just orange peel. It's the same process. So we got 2,000 grit. So this is 3,000. Have a heavy cut compound. We're gonna try some more McGuire's Ultimate Compound on the orange rough sponge. Alright, we're gonna call that good enough. It's not perfect, but again, it's just a welder. Pretty good. It's definitely not perfect, but I mean, come on. How long can I stand here and rub the thing? Okay, so I didn't have a heat stroke. It's a plus. So we're gonna call it quits. Well, we put the plate on here. I think it looks pretty good. Next we have to put this on the base, the transformer, and figure out some grommets, and I have to wire up the switch first and get the cables, and it'll be done. Just have to try not to scratch it. Alright, we're back. We got the welder all wired up without the case. I got some leads that came with the welder when my neighbor got it. He wants to use these. There's electrical tape all over them, whatever. We're going to test it out before we put it together. Got the cord rigged up to the dryer. Don't do this. I don't know if I should switch it on first, then plug it in, or try to flip the switch without getting electrocuted afterwards. I had a Lincoln electrode clamp laying around. Put that on there. Need a ground clamp still. That's the one that was on it. I cleaned it up a little bit. This should make a connection. So we're gonna get on it. Alright, good thing we're nice and sweaty. This is how it goes. Okay. Next sketchy step. Flick it on. No. I don't hear anything. This should be on though. So I guess we'll try to strike an arc. I think I might have the amperage up a little high for this China steel. Let's try another setup. That works. Alright, we turned it down. I don't know what it's on, but it's down. Yeah, buddy. Just go through all the different settings on the dial and just make sure they all work. It's 30 amps. Alright, 45 amps. Fixed. 180. I think we're melting the concrete with 180. Alright. They all work. Now it's just time to put it back together. Alright, for the cord, I know he's going to be using a dryer outlet. I'm not sure which one, or if he's going to want to swap it to a dedicated welder plug or what. So we put the cord on a little junction box here. Some of these, what are they called? Cable glands. We got some cable glands. We're going to put 2 of these on the front of the welder also. Yeah, we just got them wire nutted in here. Going to put our lid on, and it's going to be better than a big wad of electrical tape. And we can swap out the cord whenever he wants, to whatever cord he wants. We're going to go ahead and knock off the paint where the ground wire goes. Alright, we got it on the cart. I think it turned out pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's a welder. And I guess nobody else has to know it's not perfect. Pretty good. And since it's just setting on this base, I went ahead and zip tied some inner tube rubber, so when it tips back a little bit, it'll just hit the rubber. Alrighty. Guess that's it for this one. So check out my other videos. Finishing this bike.